Ned looked to the other faces at the table, then surveyed Vivid. Finally, he said, "Gentlemen, deal the lady doctor in." They agreed to play for matchsticks out of respect for Vivid. Ned explained, "We make our living at cards, Dr. Lancaster. We don't wish to take advantage of you." "I do appreciate that, Mr. Johnson," Vivid replied genuinely, then proceeded to win the next 2 pots. As Vivid scraped up the cards for her turn as dealer, she smiled as Ned proclaimed with awe, "You can indeed play." Vivid held them all spellbound as she shuffled the deck with an expertise born of long practice. That done, she slapped the deck down on the tabletop for the mandatory cut and replied, "Yes, Mr. Johnson, I can indeed." For the remainder of the journey to Omaha, and then from Omaha to Chicago, Vivid played poker with her new gambler friends, read her medical journals, and slept as best as she could on one of the lounges in the car. When the train pulled into the Chicago station, the games and talk ended. Her small cadre of protectors had been more than kind. Yet, when she attempted to express her gratitude for their outstanding company, they waved it off. "You're traveling alone," one of the men said in explanation. Another offered, "You remind me of my sister. I'd want somebody making sure she arrives safely." The men nodded, smiling. "It has been our privilege to serve you, madam," Ned intoned, as he bent over her hand, then added, "I don't say this to offend you, but were I 30 years younger..." Vivid grinned. "I know all about you gamblers. A woman is secondary in your lives. Your first love will always be the cards." Ned bowed his head, as if accepting her statement. "You are as astute as you are lovely, Dr. Lancaster." Ned and his friends escorted Vivid to the baggage car and graciously saw to the removal of her many crates. Then they helped the porters transfer them all to the train bound for Michigan. When everything had been put aboard, Vivid turned to them and once again expressed her sincere thanks. Ned shook her hand one final time, saying, "Some of my companions will be traveling east also. I will leave you in their charge. Good luck, Dr. Lancaster." Ned and the men who were heading for the train to St. Louis and other points south left as one. The 3 gamblers, taking the same eastbound train as Vivid, made certain she boarded safely. They left her in the care of one of the kindly porters, then removed themselves to the pleasures awaiting them in the smoking car. The new train proved to be far more crowded than the previous one, but the mutton-chopped conductor sat people fairly and not according to race. With that worry out of the way, at least for now, Vivid removed her hat, leaned her head back on the seat, and fell asleep.